writer Kristina M. Hoffman. Welcome to my new Kickstarter campaign. This is for the sequel of my book series, Destined Existence. The first book is Destined Existence, the Unique Campaign, which was published in January of 2024. If you supported my first Kickstarter back in 2023, thank you very much. Book 1 has been a huge success. I appreciate every one of you who helped. If you're brand new, thank you for checking this out. I hope you can help me make Book 2 just as successful. The sequel is called Destined Existence, Fight Until Free. This book series was inspired by 1980s and 1990s cartoons, books, and comics. Playing several tabletop RPG games with my husband and friends also encouraged the story. The series takes place in a post-apocalyptic future Earth. The year is 2215, in an area where the Potomac River flows. The area is where I grew up, went to college, spent time walking trails, bird watching, and learning about Civil War history. There's been lots of books about the area for its beauty, wildlife, and history in the non-fiction side of books. But I have not seen any fictional stories, especially not future-based, for this area. So I figured, why not? I'll do it. The series is like a touchback of nostalgia for anyone who grew up in the 80s or 90s, or those who love the entertainment from that period. If it were a movie, I'd give it a rating of PG-13. My story blends fantasy, comedy, horror, paranormal, mystery, adventure, romance, and science fiction to create the supernatural world of Destined Existence. Everyone has a purpose. Follow your dreams to ensure freedom. Your memories of the dark, your youth forsaken. Beware the glowing blade, his mind will reawaken. Proceed with caution when new encounters start. Beware the eye seeking your heart. Adventure will take you a great distance. Do not fear, this is your destined existence. When Troll regains mobility, the young warrior does his best to avoid the mysterious gardener, Benjamin Saulcraft, even though both men feel a strange forthcoming connection. The red amulet embedded in Troll's chest has begun to glow, intensifying Troll's anxiety in learning who merged the amulet with him. Troll and his friends, Jack the cyborg, Corin the space ranger, and John Doe the amateur wizard, must obey every order of the cruel Mayor Lannis. They've been imprisoned through a contract on magical paper, and he sends them on a dangerous surveillance mission to Franklin City, where they must gather intel on the Restrained Corporation. Rowan the fairy returns to her forest, where she discovers an unexpected guest that she must face one-on-one. Captain Una Rinaldi disguises her true identity, calling herself Shauna, to gain the trust of Troll and his companions. None of them know she's a mole for the Restrained Corporation. After luring them into a trap, Troll is kidnapped and learns an unsettling truth about himself. Flooded with fear, Troll is sent on another life-threatening quest, set up by the Orange Dragon in the enchanted realm of Antietam Battlefield. Will the enchantments prove too much for the pure-hearted warrior? Can Troll and his friends set themselves free, or are they destined to exist under the mayor's rule forever? Destined Existence, Fight Until Free has 7 main characters. Troll is the primary protagonist. He's a pure-hearted warrior. His true name is kept secret. Troll is his code name that everyone knows him as. He's sort of the mentor of the group, even though he's one of the youngest characters. He's had more life experiences, pain, and distress that makes him behave more mature for his age. He suffers from nightmares when he can sleep. He has a sleeping disorder. He has a fear of fire due to a traumatic event he suffered as a child. He has constant flashbacks of his traumatic event, and he must face his fears and episodes as he grows. He has unusual powers that he's not used to and is very afraid of them, even though he uses them to the best of his ability to keep himself and his friends safe. He has no idea who did this to him, giving him these abilities, but whoever did it left a red amulet embedded in his chest. He's very respectful and protective of his friends and those he meets around him. He always wants to do the right thing. He also has feelings for Rowan, but is unsure if he's in love. John Doe, the goofy, forgetful wizard who's Troll's best friend and co-worker. He's the comic relief of the bunch. He can be rude, obnoxious, and self-centered, but he does try to be helpful when he can. Yet, he mainly does this because he wants to be popular. He mentions that he has a girlfriend who is a centaur and that he misses her often. He's extremely forgetful and is only good at a few chosen spells. He does his best to open portals and pull out helpful creatures that may assist them in battle or their journey, but this usually proves useless, dangerous, and even comical. John Doe idolizes Hebe, the warlock of Centerville City. Rowan Fay, the hot-tempered fairy from England who loves her forest, animal friends, and has a crush on Troll. She's a princess and the oldest of the group, but looks the youngest. Corin de Gotti spent his entire life on a space station until he magically arrived on Earth as a lost space ranger. After befriending Troll, John Doe, and Rowan, they met Jack Direwolf, who Corin becomes close with on their journey. Now, Corin's craving a new life of wealth and status. He doesn't want to be taken advantage of by untrustworthy people, and knows he has a lot to learn in this post-apocalyptic world that he calls his new home. Corin is romantically involved with the tank crew's leader, Jessica Dove. Jack Direwolf, the grieving cyborg. He was turned into a cyborg after he lost his wife, his home, and his life to an alien race called the Drow. His best friend is Corin de Gotti, and he's looking forward to fighting Troll in the arena. He's currently in a relationship with his mechanic, a lovely woman named Mika. Captain Una Rinaldi, the master of disguise manipulator who is determined to follow through with her mission. She's hunting Troll's group for the evil Restrained Corporation who aims to dominate the northern region of the land and extinguish all life forms related to magic. Hebe, the wise warlock with a unique set of abilities and inventions that he only uses for good. But can he cope with training the hazardous John Doe? We won't find out without your help. This Kickstarter campaign will cover the costs of producing, printing, and compensating all the energy and time it's taken me to create my book. The earnings are also going toward creating the awesome rewards for those who have supported my Kickstarter, plus shipping materials, postage, copyright, ISBN, LCCN, license, editing, proofreading, software, promotional videos, promotional ads, outfits for commercial broadcasting videos, and the various fees and taxes. If goals are met, and any extra funds will go to producing a third book, a coloring book, and audiobooks. The Kickstarter is also an advertising tool, so please share it with everyone who is interested in a new illustrated adult fantasy book series. My genre is adult fantasy. It is fully illustrated, and the subgenre is the new weird. I appreciate you taking the time to check out my campaign. Thank you for your support.